Obviously, we got a lift for Labor Day weekend, and we're trying to seal up the ends of the house here, the gables, and we're putting on new sheeting and the batten and board, getting rid of all this junk. Once again, more rotted out tongue and groove Doug fir that we're replacing with OSB. So yeah, Angie's working on the paint. So we got this side done. I'll go to the outside and show you what it looks like there, but you can see we've replaced all that Doug fir, the tongue and groove stuff. Got OSB, we got a new window in there, and it's looking pretty good. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get you guys a quick update. A lot has happened since the last time we talked. As you can see, we got the gables on both sides done. That's finished right there. That's how it's going to look. We got the batten and board in the gables, and then down below we'll do some lap siding all the way up to that belly band. But Angie's been on paint duty, and she's done a real good job with doing the trim and the black around the window and stuff like that. So that's looking pretty sharp. You can see here I'm getting ready for siding. I've got all my studs marked out. I've got a few blocks to put in, like where the gas pipe is going to come out of the house, because I'm going to put a gas meter like right about there. And I got to replace this one. I busted this when I was doing siding or the gables up above. And I got to put something right there for the AC unit. And then I got to mount a couple electrical things to the outside. Like I've got to put a disconnect right where that AC unit is going. And back here, I'm going to put a 40 amp disconnect, probably right there. It's going to be for just in case we ever want to put like a hot tub or a sauna or something on the deck back here. So, but again, you know, got some corners put on, got some soffit built this weekend. That's looking pretty sharp. And I got a little bit of trim to put around the door and the window over here. We did get this door put in, which is pretty cool. That looks good. It's got a little lock on it too. So, little coated lock. So we can actually lock up our house once again. But we're gonna paint that door black. That should look pretty good. Take a couple steps back here and you can see the roof. Boys did a really good job on the roof. Like I said in the previous video, I didn't really want to do it this year, but you know, just ended up being the right thing to do with how many roof leaks there were. So about 10,000 bucks out of the budget that I didn't want to spend, but hey, you know what? We had to do it. But yeah, this side's all done, looking pretty good. I got most of the windows in, still got one more you can see there, but once again, marking out all the studs for the siding and get a few more things mounted out here. Dryer vent, probably put an outlet out here on the side. I've also got to put my meter base right there, and then we'll do some lap siding. So here on the front, we haven't done a whole lot. I did rebuild the soffits while they were doing the roof. Got new plywood and I extended out the soffit just a little bit to match the rest of the house. They had some goofy overhang right here. And sorry about the light, the sun's really bright. But they had kind of a goofy overhang right here that they added on when they did this addition in the front. And it was to cover this deck, the small deck right there. I don't know if you remember that or not, but the soffit actually came out about 5 or 6 feet. And I did away with that because we're going to be moving the front door from where it is right there. We're going to actually be putting it in the front of the house, probably, you know, in this front left corner right here. So yeah, that big window right there is coming out. We're going to put a door and then probably 2 smaller, skinnier windows to the right of the door. And then that gable right there will also get the batten and board. And then eventually we're gonna extend out that gable probably 8 or 10 feet, maybe 12, I don't know, and create like a covered front porch right there. But we won't do that until next year, but that'll be pretty nice. One thing did want to show you, you can see we've got a little bit of work left to do here on this gable end. We're actually going to reconfigure this bay window. Again, sorry about the light. We're taking it from a bay window to what they call a box window. And then up above it, we're going to put a little flat piece of roof and put some black tin for the roofing material. Should look pretty good. So this is how it did look. The bay window, it's got, you know, 3 angles to it, but we're just gonna 90 degree it like this, take the windows out of the sides and create a box. So that's a box window instead of a bay window. A little bit more modern, a little bit nicer. So anyway, yeah, that's the outside. We're really focusing on the outside right now while the weather's nice, and we're trying to get as much siding done as we can. I've got another week off here at the end of September, and hopefully we can have most of this lap siding and all the trim and stuff finished up before the weather gets really shitty. As you can see, we've got the big hole in the side of the house all sealed up now. New window, of course. Same thing on this side. New window, everything's all sealed up. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. This, you can see, kind of looks like it's right in the middle of the room, but what I'm going to end up doing is framing out a little box all the way up to the bottom of the window, right there, and it'll kind of tuck that in there, and then you'll never see it. So I'm basically going to be framing like a little shelf in that will also enclose that piece of ducting. But that was the only way to get it around to the other side of the house, so had to do something. Here's a furnace. They got the furnace installed, which was really cool. Before, this house just had baseboard heat, and then up here it had nothing. So it was really cool to get some central heat in here, central heat and AC, I should say. The furnace guy, he had to come here like 2 or 3 times and really, like, you know, measure very carefully. And I kind of had to convince him to put the furnace up here. He told me a couple times there wasn't enough room, and I get what he's saying. I mean, it's tight, you know, it's not your conventional new house installation, but they got it in there. So I'm sure they charged me a little extra for the pain in the ass, but you know, that was to be expected. So kind of got all their ducting ran over here, one for this room, a couple for the living room downstairs, and then of course comes around to catch the other side of the house here. Kitchen's below us. We've got one over there. Another one for this room. This room gets 2 because it faces west, and the afternoon sun probably be really hot, so this one gets 2. There's one for this bathroom here. We've got one for this bedroom, and then another one that goes down to the master. And then around here we've got a couple, one that goes in the laundry room, and then down below into the master bath. So it's coming along. Still got a little bit of framing to clean up here, but it was pretty cool to see, you know, this furnace go in. I actually had to have the plumbers come back and move where the tankless water heater is going to be. It was going to be right here on the wall, but as you can see, the furnace takes up the whole wall space. So they had to run the lines back, behind, across, and over to here, and then that's where the tankless hot water heater is going to be. There's some new plywood here. We put 17 sheets all together. Brand new. Very, very nice. No more water damage. There's a lot of pieces on here that were just fine. I mean, they're kind of old looking, but they're really solid. They were solid to walk on, and you know, none of the nail heads were rusted out or anything like that. So a lot of them we were able to keep, but there was, you know, where the leaks in the roof were, the majority of them were right here, and we just ended up replacing all this plywood. So 17 sheets altogether. A lot of it went in the front, but yeah, here's some more new stuff. But it's really nice to get all that done. We've probably got 95% of the rotten stuff taken out of this house. And so it's nice to know that it's structurally sound and not rotten anymore. The hell is that? Oh, it's a big moth. But anyway, that's what we've been up to. It's coming along, looking pretty good. I'm excited to have the roof done. And I'm excited to have the house somewhat sealed up, and it's going to be really cool to see siding and paint on this thing here in the next few weeks. And then we'll move back to the inside where I can start on like the gas piping and the electrical, and then shortly after that we'll be ready for sheetrock. So that's going to be the next big milestone, is sheetrock, and hopefully we're not too far away from that. So anyway, any questions, comments, leave them below, let me know. Thanks for watching. See ya.